Hey, you guys, welcome back to Naughty Love Movement. It's your girl, Nikki, and today I'm bringing opportunities for advertisement on my channel. If anyone is interested, they can email us at naughtylove2020@gmail.com. Our prices are affordable and reasonable, and please reach out to us. We can start our videos with any commercials that you would like us to advertise. I look forward to hearing from you. I'm out. One. Hey, you guys. Welcome back to Naughty Love Movement. It shows Naughty, bring you the latest and trending topics. And I blog my life. Oh my God, how did everybody's day go? I know my day was crazy. But I had to jump on here because we gotta get to the tea. Wendy fighting back. Wendy fighting back like the Jersey girl she is. Okay, Wendy fighting back. She coming back, y'all. I'm telling you, don't be surprised if Wendy pop up with a podcast. She was giving it to the conservator today. Okay, she was on the Breakfast Club. She also was on Don Lemon. Okay, she's speaking loud and proud, trying to get out of this conservatorship. She in the same type of situation that Britney Spears was in. Hashtag free Wendy. Throw it up in the comments, y'all. Hashtag free Wendy. All right. So we're going to get into the interviews. But before we get into it, please thumbs up the video. Thumbs up the video. Share my content. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Interact with the channel. All these things are the free ways to support the channel and to help us to get into the algorithm. All right. Not only are we going to get into Wendy, we also going to get into what is going on with my OG rappers. Shout out to Corey for finding these stories for me because I was busy today. Corey, thank God for you. Thank God for my naughty crew, okay, for sending me my stories. Yes, Busta Rhymes and Method Man are catching assault charges. Child, what is going on? So we're going to dive into that. But please make sure you're thumbs up in the video. And also, please support the channel by donating. I hope everybody had a beautiful, blessed day. Hey, Great Tea Boo. Thank you for stopping by. And babe, Great Tea, don't think I ain't been catching you, okay? I've been catching you at night or whatever. And yeah, you be rockabye baby, putting me to sleep, okay? But good show, good commentary. Make sure y'all go over to Grape Tea and check him out. Hey Matthias, okay, you wasn't patient enough to wait for me. All right, maybe the next time. What's up, Durags? Hey Kim Delivers, what's going on? What's going on? All right, as YouTube, I'm just letting YouTube send out some signals before we actually get into the show or whatever. But one thing I want to bring attention to, shout out to AT2. So he had Chris Todd on his channel. I believe it was last night. And I'm just gonna give y'all what it was about so y'all could go over and check it out on his channel. Chris Todd is the author of Kim's Lost Words. He's the one that posted it to Amazon and made most of the money off of it. Okay. I believe Chris Todd tricked Courtney Burgess out of his spot because he was slow with it. Okay. But he was on AT2 platform and he finally gave up the deeds, okay, of who the flash drives came from, where all the footage came from, and it was Kamorley Simmons. Child. Y'all gotta go over to the AT2 channel and see that interview because he was giving up all the dudes. But that makes sense. That makes more sense. Because Kimora and Kim were like this. And y'all all remember that epic scene the morning that Kim passed away, how upset Kimora was. And that's not her only friend that has passed away. Her other best friend was the author of the book Bling, which was about the lifestyle. who tragically passed away. So yeah, no, Chris Todd is giving up the deets. He said the book is now on sale via his website or whatever. And yeah, it's going down in the DM. Mm-hmm. It's going down in. Hey Tara, you not late, girl. Better late than never. I appreciate you coming. Thank you so much. All right, so we're going to dive in to Wendy Williams. Okay, she was on the Breakfast Club this morning with Charlamagne and what's the scammer name? DJ Envy. DJ Envy. Okay. Everything that we discuss here today, Naughty Crew, falls under fair use commentary. If anybody wants the link, I'll drop the link. But look, we only going to keep it limited time, okay? Tonight because it's late and I gotta get ready for tomorrow. And tomorrow is Friday. Oh, Tara, thank you so much. I love you long time. I appreciate you always supporting Naughty Crew. Please thank Tara for supporting the channel. I appreciate you so much. All right, so let's get into Wendy. Let me tell y'all, Wendy is fighting back. She not playing. She throwing shots everywhere. Okay, because y'all know she a straight shooter. I really feel like Wendy is sober, and I'm loving that for her. I really feel like Wendy is enjoying life again. I do think Wendy is a little older now, but she's still her same old spunky self, and she is fighting back against that conservator. Okay, she is not having it. Wendy said that they got her in this apartment in one room with all these old folks, and she just basically withering away. She is living in fear. Like, basically, if Wendy or the family say anything, she said the conservator, Sabrina, she basically be punishing her like she a kid. Like, Wendy has worked hard all her life, okay? She earned every bit of money, cent of her money. And here's my problem. Like, because she was buying stuff for her son, she was frivolously spending. Where was Wells Fargo when Kevin Sr. was buying his mistress houses and all these fancy cars? Where was Wells Fargo then? Hey, Chantel, where was Wells Fargo then? And as soon as she want to take care of her only child and spoil her only child, they want to put her in the conservative shit. It like still to this day it baffles me how they were able to do that. And now the conservative has taken all over Wendy's life or whatever. But I'm excited that she is speaking out and being a fighter that she is. All right. So first we're going to get into the Breakfast Club, and then we want to get into Don Lemon's interview because it was a little more details that came out in the Don Lemon interview. Let's get into it. Everything we discuss here falls under fair use commentary. Shout out to the Breakfast Club for this. And I think I'm gonna just do the audio because the Breakfast Club is really funny. That is very true. Can y'all hear it? Put a one in chat to make sure y'all can hear it. Okay. Charlamagne started out doing an internship at WBLS as Wendy Williams bootlicker. Yes, he did. She hazed them and she hazed them down. Okay. She trained them and hazed them. Make sure. Look, let me know y'all can hear it. Okay. Oh, I don't think y'all could. Hold on. Because I forgot to do this.
Listen, Wendy, let's get right to it. I'm going to tell everybody what's going on. Wendy Williams is currently trapped in a conservatorship. If you don't know what a conservatorship is, it's when someone is in charge of making decisions on your behalf, but usually because the conservatee is not able to make decisions for themselves. Wendy can make her own decisions. She is not cognitively impaired. She is not incapacitated. She is being taken advantage of. Right. Wendy, tell us what's going on.
Well, first of all, to start with, my niece Alex knows a lot as well, you know, but I am not cognitively impaired. You know what I'm saying? No, but I feel like I am in prison. You understand what I'm saying? I feel like I'm in New York City, right? And by the way, my apartment has been sold, thank God, you know, a while ago. But I, you know, I'm in this place where the people are in their 90s and their 80s and their 70s, and even when people are 60 like me, hey, I'm sexy and gorgeous. You know, I am sexy.
Okay, Wendy, she said, I'm that girl. I'm the I'm sexy and gorgeous. Go ahead, Wendy. Get it, boo.
Look, please, July 18th, 1964, honey. But look, these people, I don't care if they're 50 and 60. They have look, there's something wrong with these people here on this floor. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm not saying something bad. I'm just saying that I am with these people. I am clearly not, look, I have breakfast, lunch, and dinner right here on the bed, right? I watch TV, I listen to radio, I look at the window.
Now, that's one of Wendy's favorites pastime. I remember for the show, because I miss Wendy so much. I remember from the show, she said she loved to eat in bed and watch TV. That was one of her favorite things to do, okay? But at the end of the day, she don't want to be in a senior citizen home. She want to be out living her life freely, okay?
Talk on the phone. And by the way, Alex, talk about this phone, please. Alex, you've been right here where I am, so you know exactly what you're talking about. You flew from Miami to New York, and you were right here with me. Go ahead.
Yeah, and you know what she's saying is exactly what's happened. She's there in New York, in this place, essentially like what some would call a luxury prison, right? This is her room. That's literally her apartment. But the thing about this apartment, and you know this, not Wendy, because you're there. It's small. She has a bed, a chair, a TV, a bathroom, and she's looking out one window. The buildings across the street. That's her life.
Excuse me. And excuse me, through my money, you know, I had this person buy the TV, you know, the kind of TV I like, a large TV. You understand what I'm saying? Through this person, because all of my stuff is in storage. You understand what I'm saying? Everything's in storage. And by the way, that was to sell my apartment. But anyway.
Is the person your guardian? Is that who you're referring to, your guardian?
Like, what's the point of having all her stuff in storage? Isn't that another bill? Like, I really don't feel like the guardian is managing Wendy's money appropriately. I don't know. Y'all let me know. But why is all of Wendy's stuff in storage? Why not get a place big enough so that she can have her stuff? Like, make it make sense. This is crazy.
Yes.
Well, you know, Sabrina Morrissey is her name, and right now A&E Network, A&E Network and Lifetime were sued by Sabrina. She claims they exploited you in a vulnerable state. They exploited your condition, and I'm putting condition in air quotes. You signed to do that documentary without your consent, but A&E and Lifetime countersued and said that Sabrina realized the documentary would question the quality of her own guardianship. It actually says in the lawsuit, it appears that Morrissey is misusing her position as a guardian of Williams to silence criticism of her controversial and failed administration of the guardianship. They even used the words guardianship abuse. What do you think of that?
Well, first of all, you know, me and the person that you were just talking about, this guardian person, we watched that 4-part thing on TV together. She was the one who wanted to do that. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm watching and writing things down, and she's watching and writing things down. And I saw her. I saw all of that, by the way. And what do I think about being abused? Listen, look. This system is broken. You know, this system that I'm in. You know, this system has falsified. A lot. You know what I'm saying?
This system is broken, and this is why it is important to have things in trust, especially if you're someone of means and wealth, to have things in trust, to have wills in place and things like that, so people cannot step in and take over your life like this. But do you think if Wendy didn't have any money, it would be all it is? Because what about all the people that are dwindling away, living alone? Okay, they don't have no family, no nothing. This is just a money grab, if you ask me.
You know what I'm saying?
And like I said, like, you know, they started raising red flags when she started spending money on her son and things like that. Where were the red flags when Kevin Sr. was buying his mistress houses and cars and things like that? Like, child, please.
You're cognitively impaired and you're incapacitated.
Do I seem that way?
No.
You've been calling me 5 times a day for the last 2 weeks. No, you don't seem that way.
How excuse me, who I naturally am is who I naturally am. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yes.
And my niece knows all about that crap. I mean, I'm sorry. I apologize.
To be clear, you can't leave. Like, they won't allow you to leave or have visitors, family members or not. So you can't even leave and take a walk if you wanted to, or take a trip or visit family members. They give you a difficult time for that, and family members can't visit you?
Excuse me, where I am, okay, you have to get keys to unlock the door to press the elevator to go downstairs, first of all. Second of all, these people here, everybody is like nursemaids, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? They come in and they give your pills, you know what I'm saying? And then they leave. And I'm
Which
like,
I told you not to take. I told you don't take them pills.
Excuse me, I've had 2 pills all of my life. Alex, you know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Excuse me, there are 7 pills. I have no idea what is this pill doing. What is it going to be? Listen, I haven't been to a pill person in a matter of long time. You know what I'm saying? And to the point where, excuse me, doctor, can you tell me what this pill is for? Excuse me, doctor, what pill do you understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Look, for the last 3 years, I have been caught up in the system. This has been 3 years. I'm caught up in the system. Alex, go talk. Talk, Alex. Talk.
No, I mean, for 3 years, this is the reality. This has been our lives. So, but specifically her life. She can call us. We can't call her. That's been the reality since 2023. Alex, that room that she's sitting in, she's there every day, all hours of the day, every week, every month. She's not getting proper sunlight. I went to New York in October to visit her, and the level of security and the level of questions that there were in terms of who am I? Why am I here? What's the purpose? I mean, it was absolutely just.
Do not buy new windows if you live in New Jersey.
Okay, put a 1 in the chat. Wendy sounds clear to me, child. Wendy sounds clear to
Alex,
me.
we sent Lauren LaRosa, who works here on the Breakfast Club. You know, I connected her with Wendy a couple of days ago. Lauren went up there yesterday.
Okay, so Lauren, she's, I guess, the added co-host. If you ask me, they trying to replace Just Hilarious. Anyway, but she's about to give her experience of going to visit Wendy. I'm telling you, Wendy coming back, and she coming back with a vengeance. And Wendy probably have a lawsuit on her hands. Okay, she is very aware of what she can say legally. That's why she won't say the conservator's name and things like that. She's very aware of which questions she should answer, and you'll hear her throw Alex in there where she can't answer the question. That sounds cognitive to me. Y'all let me know in the chat. She sounds very aware. You know, I just think it was a matter of Wendy needed to get sober. You know, going through a divorce, the death of her mom, and things like that. That's a lot coming down on one person. Her whole life was dismantled just like that. And she wallowed in her feelings in the bottle. That's what she did. A lot of people do it, okay? And she got away from herself. I think that was Wendy's only problem. She was hitting the bottle a little too hard.
And tell them what happened, Lauren.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, Alex, was it like this for you? When I got there, the people at the front were very aware that Wendy was there. They had me sign in. Her name was in the system. They had to call Sabrina to even see if I could go up there, even though Wendy was on the phone with me when I arrived. And she let them know, hey, this is my guest. I want to see her. I'll even come down. Please have someone bring me down. Because as she said, she can't get in the elevator nor leave her room without them unlocking things for her.
Wow.
They were aware of that, and everything was fine. And I was waiting. They called Sabrina a couple times.
Like, what kind of lifestyle is that? You living in an apartment that you locked in. They got to unlock the elevator for you to even go outside. Like, that's for people with, like, severe dementia, Alzheimer's, and things like that. Like, this is crazy.
And she didn't answer the phone when they called. And then all of a sudden, things just, like, flipped. These, like, men came out, and they're like, who are you, and what are you here for? I told them who I was. I told them I was there to see Wendy. They said, we don't have anyone here by that name.
Oh, wow.
They never said to me,
Can you believe that?
no, I didn't did I not make it upstairs? They basically told me I didn't even feel comfortable still being in the lobby the way that I was treated. Like, it was insane, especially being as though Wendy was on the phone with me when I walked in, and she spoke to the concierge herself and said, I want to see this person. She is here for me. And then these people are like, she's not even here. What are you talking about? And I'm like, I dealt with your colleagues that had me sign in for her. She's in your system. So you're going to tell me she's not here? Or did you speak to Sabrina as well? Because they said that was protocol. You have to call Sabrina first. We don't know Sabrina, and we don't know Wendy. She's not here. They said it to me multiple times.
Wow.
You know,
And it's scary. It's very scary.
Did you feel like she was in a safe space?
No, I feel like if you dealing with me like that, and she's on the phone with you telling you like this is, you know what I mean? I want to see her.
That's not a safe space to me. That sounds like prison. That sounds like a prison. The way things like, I would never have my mom in something like that or whatever. Yo, this is some elite rich people problem stuff.
This is my people. God forbid something happens to her. Her family needs to get to her. And I asked Wendy that after, as I was walking out. I'm like, yo, man, like I've dealt with my mom and my grandmother went through medical stuff and a bunch of stuff, right? I can't imagine not being able to get to them.
See my mother.
Right. And I said, is this how it is when your family comes? And Wendy's like, yes.
Well, denying you visitation is illegal, Wendy. Alex, how do you feel about that as her niece?
Well, here's the thing. When I went to visit her,
it's just crazy. Like, how come Wendy can't be with her family who know her the best? It's nuts that people can come in and do this.
Aunt Wendy, you know this. I was able to get up there. It was not a problem. But here's the thing: is that Sabrina, wasn't communicative, and that's her guardian. Wasn't communicative with me. It was almost as if she was waiting for the other shoe to drop so she could have a getcha moment when it comes with me, the family, and how we move about things. I mean, for someone that was, is so up in arms in terms of she can't be seen. There was no security for her. There was no, layout in terms of a plan, how this is supposed to work. I mean, thank God, you know what I mean? I knew pretty what to do, and the trip was fine. But this trip, unfortunately, came off the heels of in July with my aunt's birthday, where I was supposed to go up there and spend her birthday with her, and all of a sudden, there was a lockdown on that. And not only was there a lockdown on that in terms of me visiting, but with you, Aunt Wendy, with being able to do what you want to do for your birthday. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, for the last 3 years, I've spent my birthday by myself. You know what I'm saying? Which, you know what I'm saying? That's fine. That's fine just because.
No, it's not okay, Wendy. It is not okay. You should not have to spend your birthday alone. You should be out having dinner, mingling with your friends and things like that. You shouldn't have to spend your birthday alone. At the least, at the bare minimum, she should be spending it with her only child, Kevin Jr. Like, this is ridiculous.
But it's fine. Like, I would rather spend birthday by myself than open the door and spend my birthday with these people on this floor. Look, this is what is called emotional abuse. You know what I'm saying?
I would call it guardianship abuse as well. And
it's definitely guardianship and emotional abuse. This is the importance of having your business.
General public concern. What do you think of that?
Do you know what? What I thought about that was that's something that, well, first of all, I don't want to watch that again until I get to Miami, until I get, my life. Look, I don't care about watching that. You know what I care about? I care about if I don't want to talk about that.
I get it.
But I do want to ask Alex you as well. So
Wendy I do want to say Wendy can't say a lot legally.
Yes,
correct.
Yeah.
So don't think that, when you hear her, don't think she's jumping around. She don't know what she's talking about. She can't say a lot legally.
And I was going to ask, who's putting out like the rumors? Like, because a couple of months ago we heard, well, Wendy's having this problem and she's incapacitated. Like,
they said she's cognitively impaired because of alcohol. She's incapacitated. She's suffering from dementia.
Obviously, it's not true. So do we know who's sending out those rumors to the press and to the blogs and all that? Do we know? Do we have any ideas?
I mean, allegedly, from what we're able to see, all of this comes from the Guardian.
Yep.
In terms of, hey, she's incapacitated, all that. That's allegedly all the Guardian. I'm only just saying allegedly, just obviously to protect all sides. But
of course,
yeah,
because obviously it's not true. And the sad thing about it, it gives.
Wendy don't sound like she got onset dementia to me or anything. She's able to complete a sentence. She's able to determine what to say and what not to say, compared to when she was on TMZ showing them feet, child. Wendy is like a 360 from that.
Gives her the ability to keep doing this because we all feel like, oh, if that's the case, then yeah. But listening to Wendy speak and seeing Wendy a couple of weeks ago at her son's graduation, you understand that that's not the truth.
Listen. As much as I want my phone, she can't let me have my phone. You know what I'm saying? Like I can call you, but you can't call me. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
I don't even know what kind of phone this is that I have. All I'm saying is that when I call you, you listen. If you don't call me back, you can't call me back. You understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I can't sit on the phone, and look at things, you know what I'm saying, and scroll through things. I can't do that. I do not have a laptop. You understand? I don't have an iPad. My life is my goddamn life. You understand?
Yes. How does this happen though, Wendy? How does this happen, Alex? How does she end up in a guardianship where, these people have so much control of her life? Because it's not like she does not have family. She has you, Alex. She has her son, Kevin Hunter Jr. Like, she has family. So how does this happen?
Go ahead, Owen.
No, I was going to say, you know what? My life, and Charlemagne, you know about my life. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
To get divorced was, as far as I'm concerned, was a 100% fabulous thing. You know what I'm saying? When I got divorced, I had this lawyer. I don't even want to say her beautiful name because I did, just because it was so great. I've gotten a divorce like nobody else has gotten a divorce, and I don't want to talk about it. But Alex, you know about that. And Charlemagne, did I ever tell you about my divorce?
You did, and I don't want to know nothing. I don't know anything. Okay? Right? That man has tried to ruin me several times already.
No. Look, it's bigger than that. But look. When I got divorced, right? I moved to New York, you know what I'm saying, as opposed to in New Jersey. I was solo, just me and my cats, you know what I'm saying? I got these 2 twin cats who, by the way, my cats have been sold to, and I had no idea until I talked to that person yesterday, you know what I'm saying? And she told me that I no longer have my cats. Anyway.
Now, y'all know how much Wendy loved them cats, okay? Them cats could tear up her whole house. She loved them cats, and they done sold her darn cats. That's messed up.
Right. Look, listen. I'm in New York. I'm solo. I'm still doing my show on TV, right? And I'm still doing my show, but I'm still saying, okay, because to me, being on TV was, for me, I'm not going to lie. That was about money. Radio is my root. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
To be on radio to me is like God sent to me. And I was doing such great stuff back in the day. You know what I mean?
Duh, that's an understatement. What are you talking about?
We literally here. Me and Jess sitting here right now. Just Hilarious is here. Me and Jess are sitting here right now. Wendy just like,
and I'm trying to figure out how you doing, Wendy. This is Just Hilarious. How you doing, Miss Wendy? I wanted to know what you want people who are listening to do. What do you want us to do? Should we tweet? Should we get on? Like, what do you want us to do? Also, Alex, what do you want?
Oh, no. I'm not going to talk about that. Charlemagne, Alex, you talk about that. Go ahead.
Well, we talk.
Wendy know when to back it up. Okay, back it up. She like, Alex. Oh no, Alex. I'm not talking about that, Alex. Okay, Wendy is within good mind.
About this, and that is, there's the hashtag Free Wendy. There's also a change.org petition as well.
Okay, hashtag Free Wendy. I did put this on this video. Make sure anything y'all post within regards to Wendy, you put hashtag Free Wendy on it. We got to get this moving loud and proud, just like they did Britney Spears, to get her free of this conservatorship. It's this crazy.
Also, just making as much noise as possible. Potentially, GoFundMe, whatever we have to do to make sure that my aunt is in a place where she is living her life in dignity. For the woman that she is now, that's what we're going to do.
Wait, I have $15. I have $15. What does that do?
Right.
No. Especially in New York City, what is $15? That's like having $2 in New York City. $15 ain't no bread. Not no more.
My money is in prison.
That's right.
And I just want to underscore what you were saying, Charlene, as well. And that is, this is still a legal situation. So yes, there are things that my aunt just can't talk about. Yeah. There are things that we as a family can't talk about,
That's right.
But I think that the thing that we can talk about is the fact that my aunt sounds great. Yes. I've seen her in a very limited capacity, but I've seen her. We're talking to her. This does not match an incapacitated person.
Not at all.
And she, that's why we say she's in like a luxury prison. Yes. Because she's being held and she is being punished. You know what I mean? For whatever reason. That
I wouldn't call 1 bedroom and a flat screen a luxury. Only problem Wendy really have is she can't walk. That's it. She can't walk due to her lymphedema or whatever. That's the only issue she have.
That other people are coming up with as to why it is she has to be kept in this position. We're not asking, for a whole lot. And I'm going to speak for myself. I'm not asking for a whole lot. All I'm saying is just treat the woman with dignity and give her the freedoms that she deserves.
Well, let's say what Wendy wants. Wendy wants to be, released out of this conservatorship, but she wants to be in Miami with her family, with you, Alex, and with, the rest of the family, her son. She wants to be in Miami. She's made this known. She's, told everybody she needs to tell. I don't know why it's not happening. No. Let
me just say, and then you can go back, Charlemagne. Let me just say about Miami, okay? It started out with my parents, to Miami. We're all from New Jersey, but near New York. So you listen to Radio New York, you see Radio New York. You know what I'm saying? Asbury Park, New Jersey, okay? That's where I was born, all right? But then, I moved up to Ocean Township, and then my parents were the first ones in the family that said, no, we're tired of the cold and the winter and the ice. So they moved, and this was years ago, you know what I'm saying? I was 27 when they moved to Miami. Anyway, the entire family now lives in Miami. And look, my son, My son is doing such a great job. As a matter of fact, I saw him. Look, he graduated, and I was in Miami, and that was about a month ago.
Yep.
Alex, talk about the great time that we had, and seeing my dad. We all went out and had like a party at one point.
Yeah.
Your dad's gonna be 94 next month, right?
Listen, my dad.
That's a whole other conversation.
94, that's a whole nother thing. Like, I don't know whether I'm allowed to fly to Miami to say happy birthday to my dad. Get him. I want to get him. Look. Well,
that's absolutely ludicrous. Like, that's cruel. That's cruel intentions right there. You won't even let her see her dad, whose days are numbered. Child, like, that's messed up.
Well, that person that you talk about who's holding me hostage.
Sabrina Morrissey, your guardian. We got to say her name. We got to put her name out there. Sabrina Morrissey,
well,
her
listen.
guardian.
I don't know that she's going to let me, because she already said to see my dad for his birthday. You know, he could be 94.
Crazy.
So and all I can look. Please continue to talk, Alex. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Hold on, can I say something out too?
Yeah, go
so,
ahead.
you know, I know, you lost your grandmother, Alex. Wendy, you lost your mother. You were in the conservatorship when that happened.
Here's the thing. She was not in the conservatorship when that happened.
Wasn't.
But that period of time was right before. And to know
she was still on TV, because I remember when she announced it on TV. Let me tell you, I miss Wendy in the mornings. I miss Hot Topics with Wendy. I miss Wendy running across the stage with them big old feet of hers, with them sneakers. I miss her dropping the cough drop in her teacup. I just miss her clowning the people on the side, the cameramen and stuff like that. Like, I miss her. Like, I always look forward to her opinion on certain situations when they happen. And sometimes she would get up there in the purple chair and be like, well, what do you expect? I just miss Wendy.
that she may not be able to come down here for my grandfather's 94th birthday. Every day is not promised.
Right.
One thing that I know that my aunt wanted, and we talk about this ad nauseum, she wants to be here for his birthday.
Wow.
And the fact that they're playing games about my grandfather being able to see his daughter and my aunt being able to see her father, I'm sorry. That is just absolutely sickening.
Like, I'm exhausted thinking about, what if I can't see my dad for his birthday? You know, at 94, you know, the day after that is not promised. It's not promised. You know, I have things from my dad that's in storage. And there are little things that I say, you know, I'm not going to give it to him, but I'm going to sew them and make them so that they look perfect on me. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I know how to sew. I've known how to sew for years. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying, like, I want to give my dad some sort of fragrance. You know, I want to go to Sephora and pick and choose. What? I might not be.
Yeah.
My life is, like, fucked up.
Yeah.
Alex, do you think that there'll be some type of retaliation from the Guardian because of maybe this phone call, or because of
If you're taking an ad,
that is sad. And you know what? We got to continue to speak loudly about this. I feel bad for Wendy. Like, she's so emotional, and rightfully so.
That, you know, my aunt, even with her wanting to come on, we talk about all scenarios. I said, you know, do this. You ready for what's on the other side? And as she said, I have to do this. There's nothing else I could do at this point. She's prepared for the fact that her phone might be taken away.
What if they take my phone? I won't be able to talk to anybody.
Yeah. And, you know, you all, what you're hearing now, this is.
Why is she being punished like she's a kid? Why is she being punished like she didn't work hard all her life? Why is her freedoms taken away from her? It's not right. And I believe, like, this issue, the conservatorship that goes on in America, because it happened to Britney Spears, and now we see it happening to Wendy. It also happened. What's the name of that movie? I forget. It was the movie that Sandra Bullock was in, and they had adopted the black boy, and he ended up playing football. Come to find out, they had him in a conservatorship. Why isn't this issue before Congress? Like, why aren't we taking this to the Supreme Court? People need to speak up about this, and it need to, cause see, once Britney got free, nothing happens after that. How do we stop this system from taking over people's lives? Child, I feel bad for Wendy.
A few-minute clip of what we've been dealing with for the last several months and the last 2-3 years.
Wow.
Like, what the hell?
Like, she can get moved and we may not even know where she is.
Wow.
That was the reality of where she was during the documentary. we weren't permitted to go see her. So this whole documentary aired. Nobody's able to call her. Nobody's able to see her. You know, the reason why I was doing the stuff with The View and Good Morning America was because she was nowhere to be found.
Wow.
In the meantime,
What are we going to do about that?
Listen, here's the weird thing, right? And while you're on The View, right, I got the telephone number. I could call Joy Behar, but my number is with The Guardian. I could call my friend Rosanna Scotto. I could call Fat Joe. I could call Alex. My number is not in storage, but my Guardian person has.
Wendy is connected. Why does she have to be cut off from all her connections? Like, if it was a matter of money, Wendy know a lot of people that would have just gave her money if she needed money. Come on now. The Blind Side. Yes, Chantel, thank you so much. That was the name of the movie, The Blind Side. All right. Ultimately, they robbed that young man. He was in a conservatorship too. This is an issue that goes on in America. That why aren't we talking about it? Why are we only talking about it when the celebrities need to get free? And then once they get free, it goes hush hush. Yo, that system needs to be revamped. They should not have been able to come in and overstep her natural born biological family. I'm sorry.
My phone.
Right.
God damn.
Alex, let me ask you a question.
Has had it for 3 years, by the way.
She's had your phone for 3 years, and she got control of all your bank accounts and everything? Wow. Okay. Right. Yeah. Okay. Right.
Now, Alex,
but that's what the news report said. The news report said she has control of your bank accounts and everything.
Besides the Instagram and social media, who can we write? Who can we stay on top of? Whether it's her boss, what agency? Because this has to go bigger than just social media.
You want me? I'll send people up there.
Please.
We got the address. You want me I'll put the address out there right now.
Well, let's not send people up there.
We have a mob outside of that facility.
Yeah, we can pick it outside. You can pick it outside and do that outside.
Do not do that.
But do we have an email?
Oh my God! No! You want to know what? Please! You know what?
No, not there. To Sabrina's place.
Do we have an email for Sabrina that we can email and just have people say, yo, what's going on? What's up? But by the way, yes, go ahead.
Can I tell you something? Other than when I was able to purchase like a whole bunch of I got like nail polish and lipstick and things like that. Otherwise, because I'm here in New York, the Guardian has somebody get me like nail polish and, like the normal things that I like. Like, I need a new hairbrush, please. Go out and get it for me and bring it back. Oh no, this is not the one that I want, but I guess this is the one that I'm forced to use. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. What about eyelashes? What about eyelashes?
Look, I'm the full hair, makeup, and wardrobe person.
When I walked in yesterday, she said, she was stories up. She saw me out the window. She said, is that a Chanel bag? I said, Wendy, how you see that?
Wendy been getting Chanel bags for years.
Ain't nothing incapacitated about that. She's about
Wendy know her fashion. She know her bags, okay? She know her bags. All right, that just goes to show Wendy is still there, honey. Wendy is fighting back. Wendy, we are behind
that bag from floors up, okay?
Excuse me, because I have a Chanel with me, but I also have an Hermes with me right here.
Okay.
Who doesn't love labels, darling?
Cut it out. You got $15. Cut it out.
I love my labels. I love my bags. Thank you, Tara. Thank you so much for contributing to the channel. I appreciate you so much. I love you long time. Thank you so much. I appreciate all of y'all when you support. This is just important. We need to bring awareness to the conservative system in America. Like, I just really feel like this is inhumane. It's enslavement, if you ask me.
Listen, Wendy's attorney, Linda Roliski, I think that's how you pronounce her last name. She made a contribution. This is what I heard. She made a contribution to the judge after she was assigned to your case.
Really?
Isn't that a conflict of interest, Alex?
I would say so. Yes, absolutely.
Like, how do you contribute to the judge? Isn't that bribery? That's the same thing that's going on with Ramir Satterwhite, the young man that's alleging that Jay-Z is his father. He's saying that's what's been going on. Judges have been paid off. This should not be allowed.
Absolutely.
Oh my God.
There you have it.
Oh my God.
And I'd be happy for somebody to prove me wrong and tell me why.
Wow.
Give me the facts as to why that's not.
Alex, I have one more question for you. And when you can chime in too, how does this affect her health? Because I know we followed her journey with like Graves' disease and stuff like that, but like being emotionally distressed like this, that can't be good for her just health-wise. And that's supposed to be the point of the conservatorship. So what's that like?
Yeah, imagine you're sitting in a space every single day. You're not getting sunlight. You're not able to leave your place. You can't see people. You can't just have free conversation. You do this day in and day out for months and for years at a time. Emotionally and mentally, that breaks you down in ways that I can't even imagine. I mean, we know that. There have been stories.
Can I tell you something? And this is a fact. I asked the other day, I said, listen, my thyroid, I want to go to the person that I've been going to for years. I've got her name, you know what I'm saying? And that is who I want to go to. Again, you know what I'm saying? Because thyroid I've had for 24 years. I found out about thyroid, around the time, at the time that I was trying to get pregnant, and my son is 24. So that's how I can, tell, my thyroid. Anyway, and she told me that I wouldn't be going there because my pill for thyroid is perfect. The pill that I have for thyroid is perfect. I'm like, okay, so what does that mean? Look, this is my life, people.
Wait a minute.
This is my life.
Like, you're not a doctor. Who are you to make that decision? You're not a medical doctor. You're a conservator. They're just completely trying to silence Wendy, and they just want her to go in a corner and just go away. That's not cool. Like, she has so much life to live at this point. I just don't understand the purpose and the meaning behind all of this. I really don't. It baffles me.
You know what I'm saying? This is my goddamn life.
Wow. Yeah. And there's so many different little things that we could talk about. I mean, and that's why it feels as though almost there's so many tabs open in our heads at one time, because it truly is.
Yes, Chantel, they are trying to break her mentally so that they can continue to prove like, oh, she's incapacitated. She's incapacitated. No, I think the best thing Wendy did was get sober. Like, yo, dementia what? And she said that on the documentary. Oh, I'm crazy. I'm insane. She said it.
Is a story that's unbelievable. The bottom line is my aunt hasn't had, we talked about this yesterday, she hasn't had, from what I understand, a medical evaluation to see if her rights can be restored. And it seems as though that instead of this guardian, Sabrina.
Oh, I see what's going on. She's trying to avoid her going to the doctor, because if they prove that, if the doctor says she's cognitive and she can live on her own and stuff like that, guess where the conservator goes? Bye-bye.
Working with her, it seems like she's made it difficult every which way for my aunt to be able to live any sort of healthy, independent life. Wow. And, it's almost as if she doesn't want my aunt to show that she's healthy and independent. Because as we know about these guardianships, and as my aunt has said, the system's broken. Because the longer she's under this guardianship, the longer they have the keys to her life, for her personal, her financial, her emotional, everything. And so that's the reality of the guardianship system.
And then by the time they let her out of the guardianship, they would have by then drained the swamp, i.e. her bank account. This is such a scam. Child.
It's overloaded. There's a reason why they're looking at the New York guardianship system right now. There's a reason why lawmakers are calling on state leaders to reform this system. It's because it's broken. And it's a shame that we're in this place. I know I'm getting really emotionally charged right now, but this is how sickening it is and how tired I am of having to talk about this and have these conversations with my aunt, because it's not just her, and thank God that we have platforms like this that we can go on and we can talk about this. But there is a lack of scrutiny across the board. We know there's a lack of funding. There are too few guardians for the amount of people under this system, and as a result, a lot of things go unchecked. There's a lot of neglect, as well as, obviously, we know as well, financial exploitation of some of the most vulnerable people. That's the reality. Those are facts. It's written in print. And my aunt is one of those people, one of the over 28,000 people under guardianship in New York. She's one of those people that's under this situation. So yes, this is about her. Yes, we want her back. Yes, we want her freed. Yes, we want her to live with dignity and be able to move on with her life. But her story is a fight that many other people are going through as well, and they don't have the resources. So imagine where they stand at this point. And that's why I'm so passionate about this. Enough is enough.
Alex, you brought up something that they brought up in the A&E lawsuit. It said the documentarians have not spoken positively about Williams' guardianship. There's a bill in the New York legislature right now that's designed to curb guardian abuse and prevent guardians from restricting access to family members. That's what the executive producer, Mark Ford, told Vulture in February 2024. I'm not sure where that bill stands, but this is a perfect illustration of a family that wants to be in touch, wants to be involved, but for whatever reason, can't.
Wow. All right, you guys. So that is what happened on the Breakfast Club. Wendy got emotional, but Wendy is very aware as to what is going on, and I think Wendy got her fight back in her. I think they were able to come in when she was very vulnerable. She was grieving her mom, her marriage, her son went off to college. She was an empty nester on top of everything and stuff like that. And I felt like they took her being vulnerable, instead of getting her help and getting her in rehab and getting her help for her drinking, they took the opportunity to take over her life. Right. And I think the best thing, I think the best thing they did was get her sober. So that's step number 1. Step number 2, she got to keep speaking out. The family got to keep speaking out to advocate for her. Like, how could strangers come into your life and take over above your family? It's nuts. It's nuts. And the thing is, it was more going on in her when she was married to Kevin Sr. with him buying houses for his mistress. Cars, businesses for this hoe, okay, that failed and stuff like that. Like, where were the red flags then? Child. So the next part I want to get into is Don Lemon. Now, as you all know, Don Lemon, original CNN anchor, he used to guest star on Wendy's show all the time to talk about hot topics, all sorts of things. And that's how I got like Wendy, Don Lemon and stuff like that. So they have a long history and a close relationship. Rocky. That's most of Wendy's relationships, okay? Because sometimes she just say the wrong thing or whatever. And she went on this amends tour after her divorce and things like that or whatever. And so yeah, she actually outed Don just like she outed the diddler, okay? Oh, that's one part we didn't hear. Her talk about Diddy. Hold on one second. Let's go back. Sorry, y'all.
So that's really the purpose of this phone call, just to let everybody know that Wendy Williams is currently trapped in the conservatorship.
That's right.
And she's not cognitively impaired. She's not incapacitated. She's just being taken advantage of.
No, and also remember, I feel like I'm in prison. I am definitely isolated. You know what I'm saying? And to talk to these people who, like I said, who live here, that is not my cup of tea. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I mean, they're good people, but I keep the door closed. I watch TV. You know what I'm saying? I listen to radio. And I watch the window. And I sit here as my life goes by. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
And you know what, Lauren, I want to say something because I did hear yesterday about you going and it was like the whole mess which you just explained.
Yes.
Also, I want to go a little bit further with that, Wendy, because we talked about this yesterday. That happened and the alarm bells started ringing. That's when my aunt was told, and I'm paraphrasing here, but your cats chit-chatting my way. And anybody that's a Wendy fan knows how much my aunt loves chit-chatting my way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I gave those cats away. You don't have her anymore.
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah. Your dad's birthday? Well, that's up in the air. You're going to have to talk with Linda.
Okay, so they doing things to punish her. That's Wendy, I wish we could come jump them for you. Okay, like seriously, this is crazy.
Yeah,
and
Wendy talked about those cats the whole way there. Yes.
Oh my God.
It's like she's getting punished for just trying to be a normal person
to live
about society and to live. Exactly.
And for the record, Wendy was really excited to talk about those cats when I got there. That's all she was talking about. It's like, we got to talk about the cats because she said that her cats have been in like a home or something like that for a year, and she doesn't know how they're being treated. And that she wanted to talk about that. Like she really wanted to talk to me about that. And I'm like, I'm being treated as if I'm here to rob a bank.
Yes, Tara, it's all about the money, but what the cats got to do with it? Why couldn't she have her cats? That's like emotional torture to take a lot of people have animals for emotional support. Why would you take our cats away? Messed up. Right. I would not be taking any pills or any drugs they give you that's trying to confuse it. Right. And that's why I think it's very good that Wendy got sober, because she said on this, like, I don't take no pill. Okay. And I'm sorry, y'all. I kind of feel like the diddler has something to do with this. I still feel like Diddy has something to do with this. When I remember when he came on the purple couch that last time, that's when she was going on her men's tour. And she asked him about Biggie. I seen his whole demeanor change. Like, bitch, you lucky we on camera because I will you up. I still feel like the diddler is behind this. I don't think he ever forgave her for I feel like the diddler has something to do with this. I'm sorry because the way it happened, we don't understand why. Plenty of people turn to the bottle to get through their problems, but they don't end up in a conservatorship. Child, I still feel like the diddler is underlying here. I really do.
And I'm just here because she's lonely and she just wants to talk to someone and see someone in person, and she lit up when she saw me walking down the street. Like I couldn't believe it.
So Alex, they took her cats?
Yes. So that's what she told me yesterday, right, Aunt Gwen?
Yes, I had no idea that I had no idea that they actually took my cats. You know what I'm saying? You know, I wanted my cats with me. You understand what I'm saying? And I actually, that's my friend Lauren. I was saying, Lauren, you know what I'm saying? You know, come, you know, about the cats. Anyway, so my cats are gone, everybody. And I did not know that until I talked to my guardian person. And she told me that the cats, I said, you mean they are gone, chit chat in my way, my twin cats, they're gone. And, you know, I got my cats through watching TV with, you know, doing my show. And anyway, listen, and about the water. Look, I don't know what kind of water you all drink. I am a Poland Springs person to my, look, Poland Spring is my Poland Spring. So yesterday, you know, because I asked the guardian person, I'm like, look, the water, where's my water? And today, or excuse me, yesterday, or look, and I told it to you, Alex, the water, you know, what is it?
The water, you got like some brand that you're not, you know, used to getting, which is it's a normal brand. But I think that the bigger conversation is that it's a constant fight just for you to get the basic necessities. You don't ask for much. Right. Here's the thing about my aunt. She's a very low maintenance person for anybody that really knows her. She doesn't ask for much. The one thing she wants is just the Poland Spring. Please get it on time so I have enough water here while I'm locked up in this luxury prison. And it's always a back and forth conversation where you never know when that's going to happen.
Excuse me, and can I please have regular conversation?
Yes, and Wendy is very routine. She is a creature of habit, and this is why I think they were able to attach themselves to her. She does the same things. Hey, young one. Hey, bright eyes. Thank y'all for joining. She's a creature of habit. She does the same thing over and over, like sitting in that purple chair, dropping the cough drop in her tea, and things like that. Like, and I'm surprised she said she like nail polish, because remember on the show she said she only like her nails plain. That's new. That's weird.
Conversation, you know, here I can't have regular conversation except on the phone when I talk to people. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like the people that work here, that's not regular conversation. Get out of here. And the people that live here, oh my God, hell no.
So getting rid of the cats won't let you possibly see your father next month for his 94th birthday.
She can't leave.
No, don't say I won't. Don't say I won't see her.
I said possibly. What I'm getting at is all of this feels like some sort of retaliation because of you know what they've been seeing the last couple of weeks. That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. That's what this is.
Well,
you know?
DJ Envy, by the way. Hi, DJ Envy.
Hey, Wendy.
Hey, Wendy. Wendy, I told Envy that you thought he was gay because you saw him on TV with Tammy Roman busting his boyfriend.
Look. Leave me alone, DJ Envy. I remember that you came to me when I was doing radio, and you weren't even into radio at that point yet. Right. But you know what? You and Charlemagne, good things that you people are doing. You know what I'm saying? Good for you, thanks to people like me.
No,
you know,
I want to say,
good old Wendy tooting her own horn. Like, if it wasn't for me, you two ninjas would be up there where you at. Woo!
If it wasn't for you, Wendy, we wouldn't be doing the things that we doing now. So we appreciate all that you have done and all the trials and tribulations. Like we are on your show. Like if it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be here. So thank you so much.
Thank you for having big shoulders, Wendy.
Absolutely.
Big shoulders and a big lash. Excuse me.
Just you know what, and thank you for that. Thank you for that. Anyway, continue to talk, Alex.
Hold on, I want to say this, Alex. I think we said enough. I just want this is a fuse. This is a fuse that I wanted to light. So I know it'll explode, and then we'll know what to do next after this.
Correct.
And I want everybody that's in that system that Wendy is currently in, I want them to know that we know what's going on.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So she's not alone out here. You can't just isolate Wendy Williams and make her disappear. That's not going to happen.
Yeah. And I think the last thing I want to say, Charlamagne, just what you were saying, is anybody that knows my aunt has always been a unique personality. You know, that is who she is. How she's talking now and how it's, you know, she goes from one topic to the next, is able to spin right back to the other topic.
That's right.
That's her.
Yeah, we know.
So for people,
that's how Wendy always been. She used to do it in the purple chair too. Okay.
like don't know her. Maybe you're looking and you're like, huh? If you know her, which she's known very widely, you know, that's who she is. Don't try to twist who she is as if, oh, there's something wrong with her. No. You just don't know her the way we do.
And not even that, Alex. All the stuff that she's been saying for years is coming to fruition now.
Let's talk about that to prove that she's not cognitively
all that
impaired.
Stuff she's been talking for years.
Wendy, you got fired from Hot 97 years ago because of Diddy. All these years later to see what Diddy currently is. What do you feel about that situation?
Right. Hey, when I watch TMZ and I see the stuff that goes on, I'm like, oh my God. And then all of a sudden I see me on TMZ. You know what I'm saying? It's really weird seeing me on TV when I'm caught in this position. You know what I'm saying? The other day I was watching Cookout, and there I am in the first opening scene. I was like, oh my God. Season 1, episode 13, there I am on Martin. You know what I'm saying? And as far as Diddy will go to prison for life, people. You don't know things that I do about Diddy back in the day. And you want to know what? It's about time, people. It is about time. Diddy done.
That just goes to show she is still keeping up with everything. She is still in the tabloids. Child, she said Diddy done. All right. So great interview. Let me see what Bright Eye say. Wendy said, I'm the reason y'all are sitting where you sitting. Exactly. Because Charlamagne was her protege. Charlamagne was Wendy Williams' personal bootlicker, okay? Personal bootlicker. And so that's crazy that they ended it on that, all right? Because when Diddy got her fired from the radio station in New York, where did she end up going? Over to Philly. And that's where she met Don Lemon. Okay, so let's get in because she also had an interview with him today too. All right, so let's pull that up. Shout out to Don Lemon. Everything we discussed falls under fair use commentary. Please thumbs up the video, share it out, and if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Okay, here we go.
Back on the other side, and we're going to talk. Here is my interview. Now, I want to know if you think she sounds incapacitated, if you think she sounds like she has dementia, you think she sounds lucid or together. I'm going to let you assess that. But here is my conversation with Wendy Williams. Hi, Wendy.
Hi, Don.
Wendy, I miss you.
Don, look, my phone is with the Guardian person. You know what I'm saying? The phone that I'm talking on is a phone where I can call you, but you can't call me. I've never heard of a phone like this in my life. Anyway, it's good to talk to you.
It's good to talk to you. They didn't take your phone after this interview you did with Charlamagne, did they?
Listen. Look, my life is ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? I've been with this Guardian person for 3 years. For 3 years of my life, look, I'm isolated. I feel like I'm in prison. You understand? I can't go out. All I can do is look at the window. And anytime I go out, it's because I'm going out with the person that the Guardian has assigned to me. So if I want to go out, for lunch, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I have got to go with this woman. You know what I'm saying? If I want to go out, like my dad turned 94,
and you can't go. Wendy, let me ask.
Her guardian is Sabrina. Hold on, let me try to pull up a picture for y'all. Here she is. Sabrina Marrington. Or Maurice, excuse me. Here she is. This is her picture. This is her guardian. And she comes off real shady, okay? She's doing some backdoor deals with the judge and stuff like that. So, yeah. Real shady. All right. So now that we all on the same page, here we go.
Ask you this. I heard the interview, and I want to cover some things that didn't happen in the interview. Now, do you remember the last time that you were at the house, and I'm just going to be honest, you took your wig off, and we had a real heart-to-heart, and I was like, here's the real Wendy. And I said, Wendy, would you ever go on without your wig and do a thing with me?
See, that's where the disconnect is, you guys. We don't know where this guardianship came from. All we know is Wells Fargo put red flags on her account, froze her account, and said that she was spending money like crazy, and then all of a sudden Wendy ended up in this guardianship. She do look creepy and weird. Yeah, she do look creepy and weird.
You said no because this is how people know me. So Wendy, I want to know what is going on with you. Why do you feel? Do you feel desperate now that you're in a desperate situation? What's up?
Well, first of all, about my actual hair, is longer, but it's thin, and that's why we're wig people.
It looks fine. Wendy, I said to you that you were beautiful, and I was like, this is the Wendy that people need to know with your hair down. So talk to me. What's up?
Okay. Well, what's going on is I've been in the system, like I said, for 3 years. You know what I'm saying? I'm presently right now, I'm in New York at this place, and it's not to say horrible things about older people. It's just that the people that live here are in their 90s and their 80s and their 70s. And I don't know, maybe they're 60 like me. I can't tell. People are in wheelchairs. Some people aren't in wheelchairs, but they walk very. Listen, clearly clearly they are not of my sound mind and body. You understand what I'm saying?
Wendy, are you incapacitated?
Hell fucking no. Look, Alex, please address what has been going on with me. Alex, by the way, has actually been here, right here. She flew from Miami to New York, and she's been right here, and she sees the people. She sees the look.
Okay, Wendy, I'm going to ask you. Slow down. Okay, slow down. You don't believe you're incapacitated. The Guardian has said you're incapacitated permanently and that you have dementia.
Yes, and
frontal aphasia.
You know what? Listen, and I don't know how much I can talk without being punished. You know what I'm saying? And I won't be able to see my dad, and I won't be able to, do anything, and I'll be stuck in this prison I'm in for the rest of my life. You understand what I'm saying?
You feel like you're in a prison, in an apartment in New York City.
This is not an apartment. I don't even know what you call this place. Like, I don't even know what you call this place. This is an old age home in New York. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Where people, bring you your pills. Where people, the door is always just knock on the door. I tell them, don't just come in here. You understand what I'm saying? And all I have are the things that I have from storage. While my apartment has been sold. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So all my clothing. I have a little bit of clothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's a drawer. There's a small closet. There's a big TV that through my money, the Guardian person got me the TV that I want. You know what I'm saying?
Wendy, let me ask you. People want to know, how did you end up in this situation? How did the Sabrina Morrissey gain control of you, and how did she become your guardian?
Well, first of all, she's making money from me. You know what I'm saying? And she's supposed to be here to protect me. And this has been going on now for 3 years of my life. Alex, are you listening?
I'm here.
Okay, Alex, please talk, because Don Lennon doesn't understand what I've been going through for the last 3 years of my life. Alex, please talk.
I know, Alex.
Here's the thing. Yeah, and here's the thing, John. And I know the question that you asked, and I know that the reason, Wendy, one reason she can't really go in and answer fully is because everything is still so tied up in legal.
Okay.
And so she has to be really careful about what she says. And I get that. We talked about that. She knows that. So there are just certain details because of the legalities of it that she just can't get into. But Wendy, what's going on with you? We've been talking about this as a family. We've been sitting in this for a while. And, I was worried even coming into this interview. I was on the phone with you, Dawn, before, because I didn't hear from you at the minute, the time that, we said exactly. And it's like that feeling of, was her phone taken away?
Right, Tara. Don't sleep on Wells Fargo, because these banks, they be using our money. They really don't have no money without us being there. And I think Wendy at one point in time wanted to take her money out and move her money elsewhere. And this is what triggered all this. But it just goes to show how ruthless banks are. Like, it make you want to take your money out and keep it under the mattress. Okay. Child, if they could get this much control over your life.
Where is she? What's going on?
Yeah.
And if we feel that fear for her as family, I can only imagine what she's going through as she sits in this room day in, day out. She doesn't go out unless it's for an assigned appointment. Doesn't get the proper sunlight, doesn't socialize with friends. She doesn't have the communications that make sense to live in a world that we're in terms of 2025. A landline phone that can only call out, no one can call her, and a TV. I mean, that has been my aunt's life for the last year and a half.
And by the way, Don, I order a breakfast or a lunch or a dinner, and I always eat right here in the bed watching TV. I don't eat with these people on this floor. They are elderly people. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, the people who live here, they're nice people. We always say hi to each other as I order lunch. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But then I always have it brought back to me, and I eat right here in the bed. You understand what I'm saying?
I do, Wendy. You feel trapped, and you said you feel like you're being imprisoned in this facility. I understand that, Wendy. People are concerned about you. They're worried they haven't seen you, and the times that they do see you publicly, they worry that you're not the same as you were. This is not the Wendy that we're used to seeing.
Listen. And not only that, I only have like $15. This guardian person is keeping my money trapped, so to speak. She's had all of my money. You understand what I'm saying? But all of the freedom that I want. You know what I'm saying? And through my money, for instance, I would like to go to Sephora. You know what I'm saying? So what the guardian person does is she will call up Sephora, because that's where I want to go. And then, I'll be able to buy stuff, through my money that this girl, the woman, this guardian person. You understand what I'm saying? Do you know my guardian?
Yeah, I know what you're saying, Wendy. So where your money is being held, do you still have money in an account somewhere?
So yeah, so if she wants to go to Sephora, she gotta tell the guardian. The guardian calls up Sephora and probably tells them how much she's allowed to spend. This is crazy. She worked all her life, child, just to ask permission to use her own money.
Excuse me. No. My money is, I have good money. I've worked all of my goddamn life. My thing about being in New York is I want to work in New York until I have enough money and enough of what I've done in New York that it's now time to fly and live in Miami for the rest of my life. And that's always what I wanted to do, right, Alex? And it worked out perfectly. You know, I stopped doing like the show on TV. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I was like, oh, it's now time to stop because my money is great money. You know what I mean?
I understand that. People are going to say, well, why does this woman want to, have Wendy in a guardianship? And is she protecting you in some way? Do you believe?
First of all, she's making money off me.
How so?
Can you please talk?
How Wendy, how is she making money off of you?
Well, you're my guardian, so you're making money off of me. Like for instance, when I was in Miami before, look, there are some legality things that I cannot confidently talk so much about. But Alex,
I understand. I've spoken to Alex about this. I want to know, Wendy, you went to Lil Kevin's graduation, right?
Yes, and I got yes, and we had a great time. Although the guardian person, you know what I'm saying? Look, I want to see my dad, for his birthday. And we had a great 9 days in Miami. The family is just, oh my God, we had such a good time. I mean, we went to this party place where the entire family was there, including my dad, you know what I'm saying, where the music was great, you know what I'm saying, where the food was excellent.
How did that come about, Wendy? How did they let you go to see Lil Kevin and your family?
Why? Because I'm his, please, I'm the mother. And I gave him a car for his graduation, you know what I'm saying? And I saw him, walk across the stage and I stood up and cheered. What are you talking about?
No, but I mean, how would they let you out if you're on a guardianship and you said that you feel like you're in prison?
You know what? I don't even know what goddamn guardianship is in terms of stuff like that crap. You understand what I'm saying? I've been in the system for 3 years of my fucking life. 3 years of my life. You realize that at any given moment, I guess they will steal my TV, you know what I'm saying? So I can't watch TV, you know what I'm saying? And watch TMZ and see what's going on and watch you, Don Lemon, while you talk to Rosanna Scotto. You know, that's my friend Rosanna Scotto, who also named in storage. Not in storage, but with the guardian person. You understand what I'm saying? Alex.
Listen, Wendy, Alex, I understand. Alex and I have spoken, and I just want to make sure that I get this. Go ahead.
No, listen. But I want to speak to my niece, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the three of us, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, this is my life, Don. This is my life.
Alex has your back. I mean, Alex is 100%, and we have spoken about how to get help and get people to understand what is going on with you. And that, correct, you want to be with your family. You feel that that's the best place for you to be in Florida, right?
Excuse me, when you want to be, or I'm not even there. Yes, please.
Yeah.
Like I said, I worked in New York all of my life. From the time I was 26, I was 26, and I started WBLS New York. Right? I was doing WBLS like a beast. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And yeah, you know what I'm saying. And then all of a sudden, TV came along. I was like, oh, TV. All right, well, radio is my god. You know what I'm saying? I love radio, but TV made more money for me, so I stayed on TV.
Do you want to go back to work, Wendy?
Why not? You know what I'm saying? Why not? But I don't want to work I don't want to work like 5 days a week. You know what I'm saying? I want to pick and choose what kind of work I want to do because that's the type of person I am now. You know what I'm saying? I want to pick and I want to do it. I want to do it in Miami. You know what I'm saying? And I want to pick and choose because that's the type of person I've become, and that's the type of person I always wanted to be, living in Miami with my family.
What do you want people to know, Wendy, about this? Because I remember I had you on the show and you started tearing up when I said, "Who is Wendy Williams? Who is Wendy Williams right now?"
Yeah, well, the things that I actually want, I've talked to Alex about. You know what I'm saying? I can't talk to you about that because what we're doing is we're doing something for the world to I'm talking back and forth with you, Don. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But Alex.
Okay, all right, y'all get the gist of what's going on. Young One says she sounds a little off. I had to speed it up a little bit because you got to change it so you don't get copyright strike or whatever. I think what it is she's limited in what she's saying, and she's trying to think and choose her words carefully, because if she says something against the guardianship or anything like that, they tend to punish her, take her phone away. She can't visit her family and things like that. So she's being very careful about the words she's saying. But I'm glad we're hearing from her, and she's just not dwindling away over in some little room and with no interaction. I mean, Wendy has a personality that is loud and proud, honey. Okay. And look, nobody puts Wendy in the corner, period. But at the end of the day, look, people need to understand Wendy is older. She's been going through this for the past 3 years and things like that. So, I mean, she's not going to be but that personality is still there. She's not going to be as quick to respond. She's older. Right. How is this legal? It's crazy. And I think I'm gonna do a deep dive, and maybe we can do an open panel on, say, Sunday or something about conservatorships or whatever. I know in New York it's rampant. I remember Jovi Beauty talking about it. Like, this happens all the time in New York. Yup. All right, you guys. So the next topics I want to get into really briefly, like what is going on with the OG rappers, okay? And it's crazy that Method Man is on the docket today because remember, Wendy outed that Method Man's wife had cancer on the radio, and he was pissed. And how did she learn that? Because he was in bed with Wendy. Yeah, child. Okay. All right, let's start off with Method Man catching assault charges. Child, shout out to Yahoo News. I had the Hot 97 article, but Method Man must have made him take it down, child. Okay, because by the time I got back to it, it was like not found. So Method Man accused of assault at Staten Island gym, child. So Method Man he is still so fine though. He is so fine. Mm-hmm. What happened, man? What happened? They probably was messing with Method Man, okay? So Method Man has been accused of assaulting a fellow gym goer at Church Fitness in Staten Island. The alleged victim is someone with whom he has history with. What the fuck? So local law enforcement sources broke the news to New York Post on Thursday, January 16th, the same day the altercation happened. The Wu-Tang Clan member reportedly punched a man in the face 7 times with a closed fist. Meth, what happened? He must have stole from him or something. His alleged victim is a man who allegedly had a relationship with his daughter over 10 years ago. Oh, see? So the alleged victim, 28, complained of pain in his face and feeling dizzy, but refused medical attention. Really? While on the fitness center's premises. Meth was reportedly not arrested, but a report has been filed with the New York Police Department. This is going to be a money grab. Because a lot of people try to provoke celebrities just so that they can get in situations like this and keep them tied up in court and so that they'll settle. So last year, Method Man opened up about his struggles with depression, which I was really proud of him about that. It never really goes away, he told Fat Joe on Fat Joe's Talks. You have, like I said, have bouts with it and things. He emphasized the importance of checking in with loved ones based on his own experiences, but also to gain awareness of what people may not be sharing. The point I'm trying to make is everyone now and then, when you get a thought like, damn, I wonder what this person's doing, act on it, he added. Call them and see how they're doing and find out some way to get in contact with them. It never hurts. You have no idea how much that could mean to them. All right. So he also wrote a memoir. Let me see. This is a repeat. Look, a complaint was filed. He was not arrested. And in a statement to the Independent, a representative for Method Man said Mr. Smith categorically denies the allegation as reported and has not been the subject of an arrest by any law enforcement agency. Okay, so Method Man has juggled acting, rapping since first making his name as member of East Coast rap group Wu-Tang Clan, which I love, and which did y'all know Renee from My Wives used to style them? Yes. Okay, I love Renee. I like her cuckoo for Cocoa Puff weaves. She got a podcast too. All right, let me see. I want to hear more about this incident. We know all of he's been in a relationship with his wife since 1992. So Method Man denies allegations, of course. All right. I'm gonna keep my eye out on the story because this article is just repeating itself. And Meth probably get this shut down, okay? But if there's cameras and the incident is recording, I'll tell you what I'm looking forward to. ASAP Rocky trial. See, not enough people are talking about that. I'm interested to see what's going to happen. I think this is why Riri holding off on the marriage because she need to know if that man going to prison. Okay. But yeah, Matt laid the pause on his daughter X, and I wonder what it was about. I love me some Method Man too. You really don't hear too much of him acting like this. A little dingy around. That man's that. I think this is a money grab, Naughty Crew. I really, really do. Come on, he got punched in the face 7 times, and he refused medical treatment. That right there is going to tell, like, because if you were so hurt, unless he's trying to plan on doing something else, but if you were so hurt, wouldn't you go to the hospital? Right. This is just a money grab. Mess. I know there's a good explanation for this. Somewhere, somehow. I know this is a good explanation. It's a good explanation, but y'all know he is very private. But that man had to do something to poke the bear for meth to lay the paws on him. Because I would have been sitting there like, damn! Because I would have found it kind of sexy. You know? So I'll keep my eye out for updates. All right. In other news, Busta Rhymes also. I don't know what's going on in the water in New York, but these OG rappers is not having it. Okay, they just like not having it. Shout out to the New York Post. Busta Rhymes accused of assaulting an assistant who won't answer post questions over risk of losing $6 or $7 million settlement. Ciao. So rapper Busta Rhymes was hit with 3 assault charges Tuesday after he allegedly lashed out at his assistant for being on the phone during work, law enforcement sources tell the Post. Cops said Rhymes punched the 50-year-old in the face several times, leaving him with swelling in his left eye. Y'all see how big Busta Rhymes is? You see how big them chains and rings he be wearing? I do not want his hands near my area at all, okay? So Rhymes 52, whose real name is Trevor Taheem Smith Jr., turned himself in after the January 10th incident, which took place inside a Lux condominium complex, J Condominium in Dumbo, according to sources. Child. Bus. Reached by phone by the Post Thursday, the hip-hop star alleged victim Dashiell Gables said his lawyer told him not to talk to the press. Child. This another money grab, y'all. Gables then added, maybe later, maybe in the future, I can't mess up my case. It is clearly a money grab. He said, I can't mess up my case, bro. It's just not going to be worth it. An article in a rapper as opposed to a $6 or $7 million settlement. I'm not risking it. Sorry. He making his intentions clear. The Brooklyn-born woo-wah got you all in check rapper has had a number of brushes with NYC law enforcement on weapons and assault charges, as well as traffic violations. Rhymes was slapped with a DWI in May of 2007 after cops spotted the Grammy nominee GMC Denali SUV driving erratically and pulled him over at the intersection of 51st Street and 11th Avenue in Manhattan. In 2015, the Break Your Neck artist was arrested after allegedly hurling a 17-ounce strawberry protein drink at an employee at a Chelsea gym, striking him in the back of the head. And last year, he threw another beverage, this time in the face of a female fan who smacked his rear end. The woman later apologized on social media. His next court appearance stemming from the alleged assault will be February 2nd. Child, I didn't realize Busta was in so much stuff. Busta, what it is right now, it might be them roids. Them roids be making, allegedly, let me put my band up. It might be them roids making his personality off kilter. Because he's like obnoxiously huge for no reason. Oh, child. Well, I'll keep my eyes on it. But these OG rappers, they are not playing. So, approach these rappers with caution, okay? Because you never know what they on, if they got a bout of depression or if they ain't get they shot that morning or whatever. And they saying that basically Busta assaulted him over him being on his phone. And I know when you at work, you just cannot be on your phone like that, especially in a job where you have to be really aware and present. And you're there to be my assistant, not to be on your phone. So it probably pissed him off. It's not okay that he laid the pause on him, but it probably pissed him off. It probably pissed him off. I just come from the, like, I can't stand going somewhere. It's supposed to be a party and everybody like this the whole time. Like, whatever happened to interacting, talking, conversating? Whatever happened to that? I don't like going someplace and everybody like this on their phone. You should have just stay home. You should just stay home if that's all you want to do is be on your phone or whatever. But yeah, Naughty Crew, I appreciate every last one of you joining me. I'm gonna keep looking for Wendy speaking out stories. I'm gonna keep my eye on the development of these rappers laying a pause on people. Right. Chantel, you already know. We used to be interactive, cooking, everything, listening to music and stuff like that. Like, Chantel used to come to my house. We used to be listening to Alfonso Honey Girl, and I would make some chicken cutlets and stuff. Child, y'all don't even know. One day, Chantel, she'll come up here and we'll talk about our history together. But I love every last one of you. Thank y'all for joining me. Yes, we used to be chilling at my house. Okay. Shout out to Tara. Thank you so much for blessing the channel with donations. I always appreciate and love you for supporting me. Seriously, I appreciate every last one of you. Seriously, I shout out to my subs, my members, and everybody who supports me on this channel. I'm very humble and I'm appreciative. And it's not, I want to grow like a healthy YouTube family. Like, I want my Naughty Crew to be people of like minds. But look, we ain't always gotta agree or whatever. But I want people to be able to respectfully disagree and be able to drive healthy conversation. And let's challenge each other so that we could grow. This is why I started my platform or whatever, because I love talking about trending topics and things like that. Like, I get it from Wendy. Like, and when I first discovered YouTube and stuff like that, I'm like, wait a minute, this is what me and my girlfriends be doing on the phone. Like, we just be talking about all the latest reality shows and everything that's going on. And that's what gave me the battery in my back. Like, I think I could do this. And then one of the first panels I sat on was Tasha K when she first opened her app. Y'all, I was over there smoking weed and she brought me up and we was talking about Wendy or whatever. And that's when she told me her father from Newark. I was high as a kite. I wasn't ready. But anyway, and then watching content creators like Couture Bay, Joey Beauty, AT2, Mims, the gray hair diva, Royer, Larger Curves. That made me feel like comfortable. So yeah, shout out to everybody. Shout out to my members. Shout out to my subs. Thank you, Tara, so much. Like, bless your heart. Like, seriously, thank you so much. I'm like gracious that you donated to me tonight. I appreciate you so much. All right, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to get out of here now. I'll probably go live tomorrow afternoon. Thank you so much, Bright Eyes. And I love y'all to love it here too. I want us to be able to have fun, laugh, joke, and stuff like that. And everybody get their opinion. And we cut up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? This is just like a little relief for me. Like, after working so hard all day and stuff like that, it brings me joy to see Tara, Kim, Bright Eyes, Be More Shorty, Chantel, my nephew, James, like the list goes on. Couture Bay, AT2. It brings me joy to see all y'all show up for me every day. Like y'all the reason why I keep doing it. So I love every last one of you. So make sure y'all send me them stories in my DM. Follow me on all of the free apps. And if you have not already, please like the video, share it out. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. I love every last one of you. And I hope y'all have a beautiful, beautiful evening. Until next time, Naughty Crew, I'm out. One.